For those of you who think no real farmer would ever buy a TYM, great, don't. Go spend more money and get less. Doesn't make any difference to me. This 4820 model doesn't get near enough attention for the amount of tractor that you're getting for the money. So I do not have experience on every brand of tractor in this size class. So I can't definitively tell you this tractor is way better than every other tractor out there. But what I can tell you is this was absolutely the right decision for me because it fit my budget and it is performing beyond my expectations. It's doing a much better job than I ever expected. Woo! So today I'm going to tell you why the TYM 4820 is the best value on the market. And before I get started, I'm going to clear up a couple of things because I have had comments where people say the only people that own TYM tractors are YouTubers. You'll never see a real farmer using a TYM tractor. And while I know that's not true, I want to mention first that I am not sponsored by TYM. I took my cash to the dealership and I bought this tractor. Now, because I have a YouTube channel and the products that I use on my channel sell, I was able to actually work out a deal with Station 23, which is the dealership where I bought this tractor, where I made them some commercials and did some marketing for them in exchange for a discount. But make no mistake, I spent a lot of money to buy this tractor, and I intended to do that type of marketing with whatever tractor manufacturer that I bought a tractor from, because I like to work with local dealerships and help them promote their products and keep them local. And so whether it was Station 23 with TYM or Davis Equipment with their Kubota or whoever it is that I end up working with, I want to see them succeed. I'm a huge fan of Kubota and Davis Equipment. And if the machine was right and the price was right, I would have been happy to work with them as well. But in my research and my decision-making process, this tractor came out on top as the best value for my needs. Now, to tell you a little bit about this tractor, it is a 48 horse tractor with 38.4 PTO horsepower, a 3-point hitch lift capacity of 3,300 pounds, and a front end loader lift capacity of 2,700 pounds. Initially, because I didn't have a lot of money to spend, I was thinking I was gonna have to go with a compact tractor that was 25 horse. That way I could step up to the next size frame, but keep the price as low as possible. But what I figured out when it comes to many of the other brands, stepping up to that first level of compact tractor, the lift capacity was not going to be near high enough to fit my needs. And in fact, with the Kubota, in order to lift as much as this tractor here, you would have to step all the way up to an MX 5400, which would cost about twice what I had to spend. Now, you guys know I traveled from dealership to dealership and talked to them about their tractors on the lot, as well as I went to trade expos and talked to the sales representatives about the tractors. And what happened was I talked to one of the TYM sales representatives who said, what you need to do is just put a little bit more money with what you've got and step up to the 4820 because that's one of the toughest machines in our lineup. And initially, I dismissed his recommendations because it's really easy for someone else to spend your money. So everybody tells you to go bigger. You're the one opening up your wallet. You're the one that has to make the decision. But there was one thing that really caught my attention of this tractor, and that is the mechanically injected Coupe J diesel engine, which is the same engine as the Cummins A-Series engine. I'm familiar with this engine because my dad had a Branson 4720, same engine. I know the engine is tough. I know the tractor is well made because this is a Branson legacy model tractor. So this was a Branson tractor before TYM bought them out. Now, I will admit, I only have 48 hours on this machine so far. That's not enough to prove long-term durability, but it is enough to prove capability because we have used this tractor to do lots of brush mulching with a 60-inch Baumolite brush mulcher. We have used our split fire PTO wood chipper to chip a lot of brush. We have also spread a lot of gravel with this tractor. We had 40 tons of gravel just delivered a couple of weeks ago, and we spread it with this tractor, and let me tell you, this tractor will make short work of a 20-ton dump truck load of gravel. We have used an Ironcraft dual blade grader to spread gravel, a 7-foot grader to spread gravel. We have carried 34-inch oak logs up our steep hill all the way to the sawmill and placed it on the sawmill. 34 inches is bigger than the capacity of our sawmill, so it's as big as we need. This tractor does everything I ask it to do and has plenty of stability and capability left over. So I do not have experience on every brand of tractor in this size class. So I can't definitively tell you this tractor is way better than every other tractor out there. But what I can tell you is this was absolutely the right decision for me because it fit my budget and it is performing beyond my expectations. It's doing a much better job than I ever expected for the amount of money that I spent. Now, I'll be honest with you. I think I would still be happy even if I had spent quite a bit more money on this tractor because there are only a handful of things that I see on this tractor that could make it better. There's a few switches that are a little bit cheap. There's a couple of capabilities like the location of the diff lock pedal that don't seem to be in the right place. That design could be a little bit better. But aside from those things, I haven't even noticed anything else that I don't like. It's a very capable machine. It's big, it's heavy, and with our rim guard in our back tires, we're able to move those logs around as big as we can get our hands on and put them on our mill and have no issues at all. And the tractor feels planted. It's a good, stable tractor to work on. And what actually convinced me to pull the trigger and go with this model was when I got to see one in person and walk around it and look at how it was made. Even in comparison to the other TYM models that are nearest to it in the lineup, the 4820 chassis is just built big and heavy and strong. The axles, all of the castings, everything just looks tough. And so far, it seems like it is. So you might be asking yourself, why is he making this video if he doesn't work for TYM? It sounds like he's trying to sell TYM tractors. And I'll be honest with you, that is not my point. I was a little bit skeptical of jumping into a TYM myself because they're one of the newer brands available, and you hear people talk about, you know, parts availability and dealer locations, and different negatives are thrown around all over the internet, including the people who want to say no real farmer would ever buy a TYM. But I'll be honest with you, I wanted to find out for myself, and that's another reason why I made the decision. And I am so glad that I did. So the reason I'm making this video is to share that with you and let you guys know that really and truly, even though I spent my hard-earned money on this machine, I am thrilled with it. I think it's a fantastic tractor for the money. This 4820 model doesn't get near enough attention for the amount of tractor that you're getting for the money. This is a great machine that I am thrilled with. Now, keep watching my channel because, like I said, I only have 48 hours on it. I may learn some things as I go through this, but right now, everything I throw at it, it's doing better than I expected it to do. You can't ask for anything more than that. The whole point of my channel is to share me having a good time out on my land and to try to help other people make good decisions with their money so that they can get the most out of life and enjoy the decisions they make. So I'm not telling you go buy a TYM, but I'm telling you don't be afraid to go check them out. Take a look and make the decision that's right for you. You drive this tractor around the lot, check it out, and see what you think. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with what you find. So for me, this was the right choice. And for those of you who think no real farmer would ever buy a TYM, great, don't. Go spend more money and get less. Doesn't make any difference to me. I'm not really saying that's the truth. I mean, you know, everybody's got to make their own decisions. But for those of you who are seriously trying to get the most for your money, don't overlook this brand. Go check it out. It's worth a look. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, just listening to me ramble a little bit about the TYM 4820 tractor. And until next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation because it's beautiful out here. And you all have a good day.